Good morning. Um, I'm really glad to be welcoming you all to a new year. And it's great to see you, even if we're on screens right now. We'll slowly gather more and more in person, and over time, eventually we'll all be in person again. Whenever that happens, we'll look forward to it. I want to offer a huge thank you to everybody who made this moment possible, and it's many, many people. And in particular, a lot of faculty and staff who worked way more over a summer than they would ordinarily work, and I so appreciate all of that to make this possible and to make an in-person school year possible. For anybody feeling a little uneasy about a new school year, the first day maybe at a brand new school, that's really okay. Given that I've always either gone to or worked at schools and colleges since kindergarten, I did the math, and that means I'm starting 53rd grade this morning. And I still had butterflies walking to school. I still wonder if I'm going to make friends this year. So try to breathe deeply and know that you're surrounded by people who want you to feel welcome here, to be happy here, and to succeed at White Mountain. So why do we think school in person at White Mountain will work this year? Why are we trying this? Why, in the middle of a global pandemic, in a time when attention is finally being paid to people like Jacob Blake, who are experiencing racist violence, in a time when there's economic trouble very much in motion, why do we think we can do any of this? One answer is that if education is going to hold any promise, we have to do this. But what I want to reflect on a little bit this morning is that some of the differences, I believe, that separate the exceptional from the unusual. This community, this school, is unusual, but not exceptional. Stick with me on this, that's a compliment. Unusual is about a belief in doing the work, which I see every day amongst the students and adults in this community. It makes me really grateful to be here. Exceptional suggests that you have your own set of rules, that you get to ignore what other people do. Immense amounts of energy go into being exceptional in a lot of schools, both public and private. I think to the huge disadvantage of the whole world. Nobody gets to have their own set of rules, particularly in the middle of a global pandemic. So White Mountain is unusual. Some of the ways that White Mountain is unusual are very much planned, and others are the result of good timing or good luck. That's another thing. If you're lucky, that doesn't make you exceptional, it just makes you lucky. And we can take advantage of that, and that's great, but let's not pretend it's something other than what it is. The remarkable cooperation and goodwill displayed between all of the groups that make up this community, between the Board of Trustees, families, administrators, faculty, staff, students, is a remarkable thing and is unusual. The willingness of everyone here to work really hard this summer to make what we're doing right now safe is also unusual. One thing that's about timing and luck is that we built a new dorm this summer. It's been in the works for years, and it'll be done soon, and we'll have solar dorm that we're taking offline available. And we can use that as a place, if we need to isolate students with COVID symptoms. That's a huge piece of good luck that makes a lot of the planning that's gone on this summer possible. There's another quality that I believe is really important here. Many of you, for a wide variety of reasons, have overcome obstacles in your lives to get to this place this morning. The fact that you know struggle in one way or another prepares you for this year in a way that's not a disadvantage at all. It's actually a huge advantage. It's an advantage over those who, again, might imagine that they have their own set of rules that allows them to step away from these situations and not dive in and engage. I'm not the first person to suggest that we face these huge challenges in small steps. That's the only way this works. We work in partnership with each other and just take it one little bit at a time. This year can be really wonderful if we make the creation of community a priority. One way to do that is to start with White Mountain's mission, which I often talk about. If we're curious about how we can help others feel welcome here, and if we're courageous enough to engage with things that are difficult for us, and if we're compassionate enough with ourselves and with others to forgive mistakes and to lift each other up, we'll build this year's version of the White Mountain community to be sturdy enough to stand up to whatever challenges the year presents us. To start, we'll need to lean on each other to maintain COVID precautions. Masks, distance, cleanliness are essential to being able to be here together. If we slack off, we'll lose the opportunity to work in person. And I think it's going to be worth doing that work so that we can continue to be here. The small sacrifice of discomfort seems well worth the advantages of being able to see your friends. And I know not everyone will be able to be here in person, and that's okay. And we need to work hard as well to make sure that anybody who remains online for whatever reason feels just as much part of the community in whatever way we can do that. Support for each other will not only keep us safe, but will grow understanding and allow us to accomplish more. This year will offer a challenge, as every year does, but there's also a chance to take the kindness and positive spirit that I see in this place to a new level, to create a community that is truly welcoming, and to create the school that we want to work at and attend. Let's give it our best shot, even in this challenging moment. That would be unusual in all the right ways.